The sixth design principle is gamification. Gamification is the use of game mechanics, game aesthetics, and game thinking to engage people, motivate action, promote learning, and to solve problems. In other words, it is the application of gaming elements to non-gaming context. Let us watch a video on how gaming is a good way to engage people and motivate them to take some action.
Gaming is fun, relaxing, engaging, free time, your time, playtime. But what if gaming wasn't just playing? What if it was working for you? What if while the world was gaming, you were growing your business, strengthening loyalty, generating leads, increasing revenue? That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? More fun than gaming? How does that work then? Gamification. Let me explain. So we know games are fun. What if you made the stuff that wasn't fun? Like filling in forms or putting litter in the bin fun too? By making it a game, it solves real problems and people enjoy doing it. Isn't the world a lovely place?
A wonderful example of gamification is Fitbits or products around that product line. They have translated health and health related issues into a game. When people buy such products, they also get an app. Whatever they do, the running, the jogging, the exercise, the walking, all of that is captured by these devices and then converted into some kind of point system, and people get rewarded for doing well with their health related regimen. It is amazing how many people have reduced their weight and have gone back to a healthy lifestyle because of the gaming nature of the Fitbit product. This shows that gamification works if you design the right element of gaming into a non-gaming context. So what makes gamification click? There are certain aspects that you would have to include in your games to make people latch on to the gaming phenomenon. Points. Give users points for actions that they do. If they achieve certain tasks, give them a badge. Make them feel good. Appreciate when they reach certain milestones. Give them prompt feedback, positive or negative, of how they are doing, and you will see that there is a behavioral change. Reward your users. Maybe rewards in the virtual world or rewards in the real world. But when they are indulging in your game, make sure that you appreciate them with rewards. Give them certificates. Highlight their achievements. Identify the top leaders or the good performers within the gaming system. Design a gaming system so that there is a sort of community that gets built, and then there is an opportunity to create teams within the game. All of these help in making your gamification a success. Let us see some of the techniques where gamification works within a non-gaming context.
Welcome to the Gamification Guide. Today we'll learn the basics of gamification strategy, including common terms, how to implement solutions, and what it can do for your company. Gamification is usually described as the application of game elements to non-game contexts. In simpler terms, gamification takes the characteristics we like about games and adds them to everyday actions in order to make them more interesting. Think about receiving points for filing paperwork or brushing your teeth. These game elements leverage our love of competition and reward and use it to encourage certain actions. By changing the way people think about behavior, gamification can change people's habits. Gamification encourages behavior with instant positive feedback. In order to understand gamification, you have to speak the language. Like any tech industry, gamification has a lot of jargon. Let's dive in. Users are anyone who participates in a gamification platform. For some companies, users will be their customers. For other companies, the users will be their employees. Feedback. Immediate positive feedback makes us feel good about completing something and motivates us to do it again. Feedback mechanics are the most widely known gamification element. Badges. Badges are usually awarded for actions the user has just completed. They offer a more visual display of achievement than points and can be shown on profile pages or user accounts. Leaderboards. Ranking top performers on a leaderboard broadcasts who's getting the most out of the game. Leaderboards help foster a sense of community, especially if users are joined into teams. Gamification can take many forms, so it's important to evaluate all your options. Gamification services can be grouped into 3 categories. Software as a service. The most common form of gamification, these offerings are entirely cloud-based. They let companies take advantage of gamification services without the need for customer service or hardware. SaaS platforms usually give businesses a great deal of control with minimal coding or upkeep required. Because they run entirely in the cloud, users can also access the services from any internet-connected device. Custom software. On-premise gamification software is generally reserved for specific industries or custom solutions. Developers will sometimes work with companies to create unique interfaces and mechanics based around their workflow and criteria. Certain vendors even offer full-fledged game design. Hardware. While gamification is usually a software-based technology, a few vendors integrate hardware into their product suites. One example of this is the company Belly, whose Belly card rewards customers for scanning it each time they're at a location. Innovative companies will find ways to further personalize the gamification experience. Some companies are creating personal leaderboards, which only show a user's closest competitors. This allows for a more personal experience and doesn't discourage lower-ranking employees.